Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Toonkind D&D game. I'm Middy, and I'm going to be your DM today. Would all of my players please introduce themselves and their characters in the order in the chat from the top down?
All right. I'm Tala. I am going to be playing Amber Python, an 11-year-old artillerist who is planning to get her stuff back. If I can just find her, there it is.
I love her.
Right?
Hi, I'm Kai, and I'm going to be playing Swizami Knife, who is they're a cleric, but no, like a fighter. Ooh, wizard. No, ranger. No, rogue. Oh, sorry, they're not. I'm not very good at making proper decisions. And I'm sorry, I really don't have a ref for them, but this is how you spell Swizz's name.
And finally, my name is Kanpukugu and I'm playing Dotson, which is a very lazy ladybug who likes making his money. So here he is.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. I've got a bit of an intro, then we'll get into it. All right. We begin with a dramatic crash of thunder and lightning at a lab just north of composition. We zoom in on its glass and steel exterior. No, wait, that's the wrong lab. The camera pans rapidly sideways with another dramatic crash of thunder and lightning, a clockwork and a clock tower, and tick, 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 tick. And no, that's the wrong lab too. The camera pans rapidly sideways one more time, and yes, ha, that is it, the right lab. We see a mountain. If you look closely, you can see the places where windows are installed into the sides and security devices hang on the slopes. We zoom inwards into its massive stone hallways, and there is a figure bouncing his way down the hallway, carrying a device that is almost bigger than himself. This is not difficult to imagine because he is a mouse, so everything is bigger than himself. But he is humming cheerfully to himself as he goes. He comes to the main room, and he climbs up a table there. And when he is standing on the top of it, he plops the device down and stares at it with some consideration. Here, an echoey recollection bounces around inside his head. And his best friend is saying, have nearly enough. We must have several inventions, several, and then the world will fall to its knees before us and make us their leaders. Yes, this is how we will conquer the world. And Inky's recollection says, yeah, that's Zaine. No, wait. Oh, he's so that was. There is a long silence, and then a squeaky sound of a tune being bopped over the head with an inflatable mallet. And Zaine's voice says, would you please just go turn on the device? Present day Inky salutes this equation with a narf, slaps all of the buttons on the device settings. Oh no. Shoot.
I mean,
okay.
Good news is your recording of this will likely have picked up absolutely everything.
Yes. You guys are missing it. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
What to do about this? Technical difficulties. Okay, the last time we had this problem, we found that turning off OBS made the sound clearer. Do we want to depend on your backup?
If it is up to
Do
you.
we just want me to repeat myself as often as necessary?
I mean, if you want to turn off OBS, yeah, I've got the backup running, like title card and everything, so it should be good.
Okay.
The other thing is like checking if you've got any background programs running on your computer, just because they might be chewing up the RAM.
I do not. I specifically turned everything off.
Fair.
So in the hopes that it would work better. Okay, let me stop recording, and we'll see if I sound any better to you guys. Okay. Any better? Still crackly?
Still a little crackly. Can you say a few sentences?
Testing. Wah ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot better than before.
That's a lot better. Okay. Okay, we're gonna...
Do you want to maybe repeat your intro? Because, again, I was only getting, like, every other word.
Okay. All right. All right, we start. The dramatic crack-boom of thunder and lightning. We zoom in on a lab outside of the city of composition. Its glass and steel gleam beneath the dramatic lightning. No, wait, that's the wrong lab. No, sideways. The camera pans rapidly sideways to stop on another lab, full of gears and clicking and clock towers. No, that's not it either. The camera pans rapidly sideways again, and finally it stops on a mountain. And yes, ha, that's it. There's another dramatic crack boom of lightning and thunder. We zoom in on this lab on the inside of a mountain, past its windows and its clicking security devices. And we come to a massive hallway. There's a tiny figure bouncing his way down this hallway, carrying a device that is larger than himself. It doesn't seem to be giving him any trouble. He hums cheerfully to himself as he goes, and when he comes to the main room, he climbs up to the top of a massive table, and he plops the device down. He stares at the device with some consideration, and as he does, we are given a glimpse to the inside of his mind, to an echoey recollection of his best friend saying, "Last time, we had too few scientists. That's what it was, Inky. We need more, much more, if the world is to fall at our feet and make us their leaders. This time, Inky, we are going to set the Mad Scientist Attractomatic settings all the way to the top." And Inky says, "Egad, Zaine, that's genius! No, wait. Are we stoned for that many llamas?" There's a long silence, and then a squeaky sound of a tune being bopped upside the head with an inflatable mallet. "Would you go turn on the device?" Present-day Inky salutes this echoey recollection, and with a narf, he slaps the dials on the device all the way up. We pan upwards, through the ceiling to the top of the mountain, where an antenna begins to flash an eerie green. Whum, whum, whum. The subtle siren call goes out. To madness, to science. In the main city of composition, it was a regular evening, and the town and the streets were as bustling as always. But something has gone very strange all of a sudden. There are now lab-coated peoples filling the street. You don't know where they came from. They were not there, and then suddenly they were. And the three of you are watching with some befuddlement. Across the street at the guard station, a small toon cat is being escorted outside of the doors by a guard who is saying politely but firmly, "Yeah, because I got the deed, this makes this a little bit squishy legal-wise. We're going to have to deal with this in the morning. We're real busy this evening. But you know, we've done this before. We'll have it all sorted out in the morning. You get yourself a nice hotel room, Doc, and we'll handle everything." The cat watches the guard go back inside of the guard station and shut the door firmly but politely. The small cat holds up a sign. The sign says, "Well, I'm doomed." And then the cat falls to his knees in the middle of the street and shakes a fist at the sky. He flips the sign the other way around, and the backside of the sign says, "Doomed!" in dramatic capital letters. 5 minutes later, the three of you find yourselves in a tavern, drinking root beer that this cat has paid for, while he describes to you this job that he wants you to do for him. You're not entirely certain how you got here. He moved extremely fast.
I think I will just say Swizz has no idea what's going on, is very confused. This is pretty normal for them, so they're at, like, usual levels of anxiety, but at the same time, it's like, they were outside just a second ago. They were just pacing back and forth across the pavement, not really sure where they were going, but now they're hearing, they guess.
Amber's probably a little less befuddled by everything. She was mostly busy glaring at the laboratory until she was brought in here. But she's pretty interested in what this cat man has to say, if it has anything to do with that cursed lab.
Look, the drink is free, so Dotson is very much just there for that.
That's all he's here for. Okay. The cat holds up a sign again, and it now says, "Yes, hello. My name is Scala de Monten, and I own the lab outside of town. The one that's inside the mountain, not some of the other ones." He flips the sign around and he says, "My neighbors have booted me out of my lab, and normally this wouldn't bother me, but I was babysitting at the time."
No, where did the baby go? What's happened to the baby?
He flips the sign and now says, "Well, the baby's an egg. He doesn't go anywhere just yet. So he's still inside the lab, and they're putting on this massive competition." He flips the sign. "This is just bad timing all around. I told my friend Mara I'd watch her egg, and if she gets back and finds out her egg has been anywhere near those kinds of shenanigans, she's going to squash me into a pancake." He flips the sign and says, "A cat pancake." He flips the sign again. Scoosh! He grabs Swizami by the collar and shakes them desperately. He flips the sign again and says, "You've got to help me."
That sounds like a lot, but I guess, what do we get?
Scala blinks, and then he pats his pockets for a second before, hammer space. He digs around in hammer space for a bit, and he pulls out his coin purse and he counts in it for a bit. And then he holds up the sign. He says, "I will pay you 50 gold if you guys can get in there, get the egg, and get back before the sun comes up."
All right.
I don't much care about what I'm paid as long as I get to steal some stuff. Yep.
50 gold seems like a big amount of gold. Are you sure that... you don't really know us. Are you sure we can... I don't know.
If you don't want your gold, I can take it.
I'll keep the gold.
Scala seems completely unbothered by Swizami's anxiety. He blinks at them with wide eyes. He holds up his sign again and says, "Isn't this what adventurers do? You look like adventurers to me."
Well, trying to sort of an adventurer, but I guess.
I mean, I've spent my whole life in a junkyard. I don't think that counts as adventuring. Though there was that one time with that cave demon.
Scala nods sagely. He flips his sign and says, Yep, you've got the look of an adventurer." He flips the sign again. It now says, "This is very simple." He flips the sign. It now has, like, 3 things listed on it. It says goals on it. 1, infiltrate the competition. Step 2, steal the egg. Step 3, and in parentheses this says optional, steal the deed and get back.
All right,
Scala
but
the sign again. It says, the deed's not really necessary. The egg is the most important part. But it'll be easier to deal with in the morning if I don't also have to steal the deed back from those guys. It's always really annoying.
okay, so are there, any rules we gotta follow, or can we just do whatever as long as we complete those goals?
Scala scritches his chin for a second while he thinks about this. He holds up the sign. It says, try not to break my stuff?
That
And it
sounds
flips the-
optional.
He flips
Perfect. I'm ready to go.
We'll do our best to not break any of your things. I promise. Also, I just out of character, I would like to apologize to anyone listening to this that has an actual stutter. I'm so sorry.
Scala does flip the sign, and it now says, also, try to be careful with the egg.
Of course, if it's a baby, then of course we're going to be like, we wouldn't never. I mean, well, I'm not even sure we should be picking it up, but I mean, it's a baby. We'll do our best. Yeah, yes, of course.
That sounds optional as well.
I think at that, Swizz is just gonna kind of stare at you, mixture of like heartbroken and gobsmacked, and just like, oh.
Scala is going to stare down Amber.
Just saying. I mean, does it really matter as long as the egg's not dead?
I mean, like there's a big difference between not dead and
that.
Sorry.
He flips the sign, and the back side of the sign says, "I think you have a lot to learn about how to treat people."
I mean, yeah.
I don't need to learn anything. I know exactly how to treat people. If they're mean to me, I bite them. That's all there is. Or set them on fire, or hit them over the head.
Astounding.
Scala looks slightly less annoyed, but he is now giving Amber a look like, you sweet summer child, you. He claps his paws together. He points outside of the tavern to across the street, where there is a bus, or a vehicle of some sort. It looks kind of weird for a bus. It looks like something someone cobbled together. It has a sign on it that says, shuttle, to the Mad Scientist competition. Scala holds up his sign. He says, okay, off you go. You'll have to decide how you're sneaking in.
Oh, does it have to be sneaking? I mean, we could just walk in, or I suppose there's always through the roof. Roof's always a good option, or like a back door, or I mean, there is always just walking in.
I mean, if I don't, I think people might suggest is we stand up.
I know one way we could maybe get in. So these are a bunch of mad scientists, right? They don't like people touching their things. I can understand that. So, if we, maybe take one of the inventions, get a couple of them riled up, they might start fighting, like last time, and then we can just sneak right on in. the chaos. Maybe nab a couple of things on the way out.
Last time?
There at Little Cause Trouble?
Uh,
I was
well,
thinking
there was.
put some glasses and fake that we are a scientist, but if you want to go by the crazy path, I won't say no.
Scala holds up his sign. It says, well, the first part of this plan involves getting into the lab. And most of the inventions are probably already set up by now.
Could we just pretend we're contestants? I mean, what? Do they have any new qualifications for who can enter, or?
I mean, good question. What defines a mad scientist? Are they going to? Is it only mad scientists that can go in? What about people who want to kind of just look at ideas? Are there guests? Can we get guest badges?
Scala shrugs. This is not his competition, and he does not know. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Don't think I'm very good at those. Oh shit, I am. That's like the one thing I am good at. That's always fun. That's a 16 from me.
That's an 11.
Alright, I always
Strong bot.
It happens.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So across the street, what you can see from here is that there is a line going on of people in lab coats waiting to get on the bus. And there is someone by the bus doors with extremely wide shoulders and a small head. And they have a checkboard in their hand. And they are checking things off as people get on the bus and handing out what look to be badges. You're not sure if those are guest badges or if they're only for contestants. You'd have to get a bit closer. With that nat 20... With that nat 20, these do all seem to be people in lab coats. The guy standing by the doors. With the nat 20, you can tell that is not a regular humanoid person. That is a mouse in a person suit. They have a very small head because it is a mouse.
Oh, is this a mouse? A literal mouse?
A literal mouse. You get the feeling that is who you will need to fool to get on the bus. Whatever story you spin, he's the one you're going to have to convince.
I do just want to note, because Swizz kind of goes around in pseudo-cleric robes, but also has a wizard hat. They're a little bit eccentric in terms of how they dress. Is it possible they could probably get away with being a mad scientist?
Yeah, they could probably do that. If you want to, you can use a disguise kit to try and fix yourselves up to look more like a mad scientist.
God, am I even proficient in those? That's the question.
I want to say all tunes are proficient with the disguise kit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's my proficiency bonus then?
Amber might just go up there without putting on a lab coat or anything. And just start talking with the bodyguard, I guess.
Okay.
Alright.
You get up there. Oh, hello. If you're for the competition, you have to get to the back of the line.
Okay, so she looks at the line for a moment and maybe considers and quickly reconsiders her plan of maybe of challenging the person at the front for the spot. Because she's gonna need to, challenge 3 different people for 3 different spots? She can't do that. So with a sigh, she moves to the back for now.
Okay, so Amber's just getting in line as she looks at the moment.
I think I am gonna go with a disguise kit, just because
Okay.
this is more or less to see if Swizz realizes taking the weapons they've got strapped to their back off, and that's a nat 20.
Very nice.
Between the long white robes and the wizard hat and the I think what Swizz does with that 20 is kind of just grabs some greenish looking goop and smacks it onto their sleeves to look like maybe some beaker blew up on them, and they're just like, oh no, it's going to be very difficult to wash out later, but hides their weapons in their hammer space, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is an odd mad scientist, but it's a mad scientist, and joins the queue.
Okay. I have to ask, did Swizz put on a false mustache?
Okay, they did, but they did it over the kind of black scarf they wear over the bottom half of their face.
That's perfect.
I'm partway through a sketch of kind of what Swizz normally looks like, so let me get that to you guys, but keep going, please.
Okay, what would Dotson like to do?
I think he will go with the same route with this guy's kid, because that was his original idea. So yeah, here we go. He just pulled out from his hammer space a pair of these round glasses, and he thinks it's a really good disguise.
Okay, well, that's not too bad of a roll. Hang on, let me find.
Yeah. Oh no, now I look like a nerd. What someone has to do for the job.
Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Okay, you all get in line. The person at the front continues to check people off as they approach. As you get closer to the front of the line, you can hear that he is asking for the good doctor's names and then directing them onto the bus. Amber, you get to the front. And what is your name and specialization?
Dr. Amber Patterson. Okay, I'm gonna just roll real quick to see if she knows what that means. Okay. And I make robots.
Very nice, very nice. He checks you off on the list, writes down your name. He clips a badge to the front of your shirt. It looks like it was made out of construction paper and glitter. But it has your name, and underneath it says scientist.
Onto the bus she goes then.
Onto the bus she goes. Swizz, you get to the front of the line. Please state your name and specialization.
Oh wait, sorry, was that talking to me? Who? Sorry.
Yep,
all right.
That was you.
It was like see, now the problem is you've asked Swizz to make a decision on something here, which is the greatest mistake you can do. So Swizz is kind of just gonna keep stuttering until someone comes to their rescue.
As Swizz keeps stuttering, The person in front of them good-naturedly starts writing something down. And then he hands them says Dr.
Yep, that Swizz will take that, and in terms of their speciality, he kind of holds up the green sleeves and goes, chemistry? Oh, no, biology. What has green?
Under specialization, the card says, chemistry, bio, green stuff.
Perfect, yes, Swizz will take this.
All right, Dotson, your go. What name are you giving this person? Oh.
Oop.
Kanpukugu's muted.
Oh my god! Sorry. I didn't notice I was mute. Sorry. Hello, fellow. I'm Dot.
All right.
And my specialty is the stars. Where he points to the heaven with his four hands.
Okay. The person writes down on your card, Dr. Dot, with specialization in stars, all capital letters. He hands you your card and ushers you onto the bus. He lets a few more people on, and then the bus is full. So he climbs into the driver's seat, and off you go. It is a very bumpy ride. The bus jerks to the side of the road and to the other side of the road. This person does not seem to know how to drive very well. Give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see.
Oh wait, how the fuck do I have a +4 to that?
Oh man.
That's another nat 20 from Swizz, what the fuck? Making that a 24.
Wow. Very nice all the way around. Okay. When the bus finally stops at its destination in front of a gigantic pair of double doors, and you all pour out of the bus, the rest of the scientists look decidedly green. The rest of you are doing just fine, though. It was a very bumpy ride, but it didn't bother you at all.
Amazing.
I was the one probably. That's the one probably bothering someone with the star facts that he picked up from a magazine or something. So his facade seems correct.
I think Swizz is so used to like the constant knot of anxiety in their stomach anyway that anything like close to motion sickness just does not take any effect at all.
Oh no, have we lost them?
Oh, hello?
Kai, you cut out there.
Ah, fuck. I was saying that I think Swizz is kind of so constantly anxious anyway.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello? I'm talking. I can hear all you.
Yep.
Okay. I was saying that Swizz is so constantly anxious anyway that anything like motion sickness just would not register in the slightest, so they're good.
Amber probably just didn't have anything in her stomach to throw up.
Fair enough. Okay, before you lies a massive pair of double doors. They're already open, so you don't have to worry about finding a way to get them open. They open into a large hallway. And there is a pair of doors across that are also open to allow the competitors to enter. Are you all going inside?
Absolutely. We've got tickets, right? Oh no, Swizz is quickly checking. Yeah, we've got tickets.
Already made it this far.
Okay. Everybody please give me perception checks.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That's a nat 1 from Swizz.
Nat 20.
Wow, this game's going great.
Wow. And a 10.
Oh,
Okay.
covering all the ranges here.
We are. Okay. Dotson and Swiss. You're a little distracted by how much is going on into the room you have entered. It is the size of cathedral, stretching up farther than you can see. This is a massive laboratory. And not massive in the sense that there are lots of beakers or tables or stations, but massive in the sense that the tables that line the edges of this cathedral-sized room are taller than you can reach. The legs of the tables look like young tree trunks, and it would take a ladder to get to the top of these tables. Just at the center of this massive room, smaller tables and stations have been set up in a kind of science fair sort of way. There are bangs, there are explosions, there are odd smells, and this all melds together for you. There's nothing that specifically stands out besides the size of this room and the busyness of the fair at the center of it. Amber, you are paying more attention. You've been here before. The last time there was a science fair that went on here, science competition, you had that weird call. You traveled by map, you got there as fast as possible without really knowing why. And it was a much smaller competition when you were here. The size of this fair is a bit surprising. There are dozens upon dozens of scientists here. But the layout is still a bit familiar. So what you notice is that rolling around the borders, stopping occasionally to question the scientists, are these metal spheres. They're tall, they come about up to your chest, and they're rolling along with a whir, whir, whir as they go. And every so often they will stop and unfold into clockwork and glass monitor lizards. They've got goopy iridescent liquid that kind of swooshes along their insides, making them look like rather oddly shaped lava lamps. These, you can gather from that check, are the security forces for the lab. These are the security monitors.
I love that. That's so good.
Your driver from before gestures to this fair in the center of the room and says, "All right, go pick a table, get your inventions all set up. One of the judges will be by shortly." And he skips off into the fair.
We were meant to have inventions?
Don't you worry, I have just the... Wait a second, I only have 2 inventions for the 3 of us. Okay, so she pulls out from her hammer space an alchemy jug and her mind sharpener, so roll twice for the fumble.
Yep. Roll 2d10. Excellent.
That's a 20.
Excellent.
Alright, so she pulls out those 2 things. The alchemy jug kind of just looks like a plain metal cube with a little hatch on the side. And the mind sharpener actually looks very much the same. The only way you can tell them apart are the sizes. So she hands the alchemy jug over to Swizz before hemming and hawing over what to do with the mind sharpener. Hey, bug dude. Are you any good at sneaking around? Cause one of us is gonna be without an invention unless you've got something.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. I'm keeping this then. You just, do your own thing. Try and scout out the area, I guess. Try to avoid those lizard things. The security.
Oh, could we say that that he's our security? I mean, well, it can't just be scientists here. You've got to have some. Well, no, it's not a henchman, but
No, don't worry.
it's like helpers. Helpers is a good word for it, I think.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
Look around for any spare tables for us to take over, I guess.
Yep, pretty much.
Mhm.
Okay. You wind your way through the fair, past explosions and lasers and the odd musical number. Second, I'm checking something. Okay. You find an empty table next to a little old lady who seems to have mistaken this competition for a baking competition. Her station is filled with the scent of baked goods, and she is cutting around with a rolling pin and some cookie cutters.
There's a baking competition.
Well, that seems to be the impression she's gotten.
All right, you know where Dotson is going right now. Free food, free food.
You're gonna go talk to her?
Excuse me?
You're going to go talk to her then?
That's not talking, like just going how the baking goes.
Okay. How are you guys gonna set up your inventions on the empty table next to her station?
I'm gonna say right now, Swizz is gonna be zero help here because they're going to they spend a full minute not sure if they should continue holding the invention they were giving or putting it on the table or holding it, and then when they eventually go, no, the table's the best idea. They were told to find a table and set it up. Okay, on the table. Wait, no, what if it was on the other side, and that sort of loop over and over again.
Amber just throws her invention onto the table before turning to Swizz. Hey, got any cardboard? Or paint? Or anything to make a sign? You're gonna need to label this, you know.
Let me check. I think I might have something. I should have something. That's actually a really good fucking question. Can I just pull some cardboard and some colored markers out of my hammer space?
Yeah. Roll for hammer space.
That's a 9.
Very nice. You now have cardboard and markers.
There are so many colored markers. None of them have been used before.
Oh, sweet. I can't keep cardboard on me because it just burns. Tastes very good, though. And at that, she kind of just pulls off a corner of the cardboard before just eating it and then getting to work on the sign.
Swizz is gonna copy you and just pull out this tiny little section from one of the other corners because is this what we're meant to be doing? Okay. It just nibbles on the cardboard. Doesn't make any faces, just straight up nibbles on it while you're making the sign.
Okay, you guys are working on the sign. Dotson, the smell of gingerbread has begun to waft over from the station next to you.
Oh my god. Is there something that that ready to be eaten.
You are hovering now next to the station, and the little old lady looks over and says, "Oh, hello, dearie.
Hi.
I'm making some cookies. Just a
Oh,
moment, they're nearly ready."
oh,
She opens the oven and she slides a tray of cookies into it. And she closes the oven. She snaps on a pair of goggles, pulls the lever next to the oven. An antenna shoots out of the top of the oven, and lightning strikes in the center of the room. The oven begins to glow an eerie green. The little old lady starts to cackle. Yes, they're alive! It's alive! And then there is a ding, and she opens the oven, and she pulls out the tray of cookies, and she offers them to you, Dotson. Cookie?
sure, why not?
You say no?
No, sure, why not?
Oh, sure, why not? Okay. In that case. These cookies are all in little shapes. There are bear-shaped cookies, bull-shaped cookies, cat-shaped cookies, eagle-shaped cookies, fox-shaped cookies, owl-shaped cookies, llama-shaped cookies, and heart-shaped cookies.
Can I take one from each?
You may.
Yeah, I take one for every shape.
You come back to your own station with this haul of cookies. Which one do you eat first?
I'm gonna eat the eagle one.
Okay. You eat the eagle-shaped cookie.
I have a deeply I have a deeply important question. How do you eat it? Like feet first, head first, put it out of its suffering, wings so it can't fly away. How do you eat it?
I just chop it in my mouth and munch it.
No, that's fair.
He just eats it whole.
No, that's fair.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Let me check something really quick.
It's always important to know how you eat animal-shaped cookies, because, like, so many ways you can go about it.
Dotson.
Please no constitution save.
You've-
Please no constitution.
No constitution save for this one. You eat this cookie, and here's the deal, Dotson. You have never felt particularly persuasive. You've never been the most charismatic of ladybugs. But you eat this cookie, and you get the feeling that you could talk people into a lot right about now. You have consumed one of Debbie's enhanceability cookies, specifically the one for Eagle Splendor. So you get advantage on charisma checks for a little bit now.
Okay.
Nice.
That sounds good.
So you've brought this pile of cookies back to the station. Are you going to offer any to Amber and Swizz?
I can surely take them to where I picked up the cookies. Those are my cookies.
Okay, these are your cookies. But if they want some, they should go over there. Fair enough. Amber and Swizz, are either of you going to take him up on that?
I gotta say, Swizz is gonna be too shy to, especially after probably seeing crackling lightning out of the corner of their eye as the cookies were baked. So I think they're gonna go like, I'm good, thank you.
That lightning was really cool. Amber's gonna ask for a cookie now.
Okay, Amber, you go over. Little old lady sees you. She sees where you're coming from. Oh, do you want a cookie as well, dear?
Depends. What's in them?
Oh, they're potion cookies. We'll make the potions go down easier. She shows you the tray. And there are all these various shapes, sorts of cookies. Each one's a different potion.
Yeah, okay. That sounds tasty. So she grabs one at random.
She
And just-
grabs one at random. Okay, hang on. I'll roll a thing. Ugh. Let's see, I've
Please no
got
con
one.
save. Please no con save.
5, 6, 7, 8. 2. You grab a bowl-shaped cookie.
Sweet. She sort of just pops it into her head, and it burns away.
It burns away. The potion takes effect. You have consumed a dose of full strength potion. You get advantage on strength checks.
Nice. Well, she returns to the table then, satisfied with the cookie, and continues eating the leftover cardboard now that the signs are done. Which read, Amber and a very badly misspelt version of Swiz's name.
I mean, to be fair, their name, like on their little, I'm guessing they've got little lanyards with their names and everything on it. The scientific name is like, uh-oh, oh no, sort of thing. Stuttering.
She also wasn't paying too much attention when she introduced herself, too.
Valid and fair.
Anyways, it reads, Amber and Swiz and whatever Ladybug's name was. That's exactly what it says. Inventions. She is not the best at naming that stuff.
I think Swizz is going to do one decision, grab one of the whatever marker that Amber was using last, and add an incorporated just ink at the end of that. Inventions, ink. Well, we're meant to be mad scientists, so it's like, well, you'd expect us to have a business of sorts. How else would we sell what we make? If we meant to sell it, maybe this was a bad idea.
I mean, I've never needed to sell anything.
Oh,
I've
this
been
was a
just fine
terrible
as a
idea.
scientist.
oh no, this was a terrible idea. Grabs the marker back, starts trying to scribble all over it so you can't see the ink anymore. Wait, were we meant to be here for an egg? Whoa.
Oh, right. Alright, you guys stay here. I'm gonna go look around.
Okay.
And with that, she is... Hold on, let me just check something real quick. Alright, with that, she leaves the table to go off on her own and start looking. She's mostly looking for her cannon, but hey, the egg is on her mind as well. So she's going to just leave the invention area right now and see what else is available.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Or an investigation check if you'd like, since you are looking for something specific.
Alright. I should not have sent the 11-year-old to scout out the area.
That may have been a bad idea.
Oh, you rolled. Is that a...
Yeah,
That's
that's
a 9?
investigation.
Okay. A 9. You have not found an egg or your cannon. You've gotten a bit distracted by something going on a couple rows down. There seems to be somebody with a checkboard who is listening to a scientist explain why his invention isn't quite ready yet. He says, for some reason, the llama duplicatinator keeps engaging without my input. So then we get a random llama. See? He gestures, and the llama duplicatinator does in fact spit out a llama. He says, no need to worry, I have a containment field all set up. The llama gets shunted sideways with a sprung, and it ends up in a energy globe that is filled with llamas. I don't know if you've seen any Escher drawings, but the empty spaces between llamas are also llamas.
I love
They
this.
all have glowing red eyes, and they all look very unhappy. And the person with the checkboard says, does your duplication device duplicate anything other than llamas? And the scientist says, well, no, it's in the name. It's a llama duplicatinator. If it duplicated other things, I'd have to call it, I don't know, a duplicates everything array. And that just doesn't roll off the tongue as well as llama duplicatinator. The judge says, I see. He makes a check on his board, and he moves on to another station.
Okay, there's an idea forming in Amber's head. She probably won't be able to do too much snooping around with the security monitors on the loose. So she is going to head over to the energy shield thing and just start poking around, trying to see how it works, and most importantly, if there's a way to turn it off.
This is beautiful, and I love you. Okay, roll. Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. 13.
Okay. 13. Let's see. With a 13, I think you grasp the basic details of this device. It looks like it was cobbled together very quickly. He was not expecting to have to contain a massive amount of llamas. With a 13, you figured out which lever turns it on. And this lever, like, if you pull it all the way backwards, also turns it off. You don't think you could do any more subtle sabotage than that, but if you wanted to just turn this thing off, you could manage it.
Okay, she looks around for a moment, trying to be sneaky, before her impatience gets to her and she pulls the lever.
Do you want to roll a stealth check?
Yeah, sure, let's see if she does. That would be... Huh. 18.
Very nice. For a lady with a flame for a head, you are surprisingly sneaky. You creep along in somebody's shadow so that you don't stick out, and you reach out at the last second and pull the lever. There is an ominous rumbling. The scientist turns with wide eyes as the field collapses. He goes, oh no. And then he turns and runs in the opposite direction. a shadow falls over the fair. Swiss and Dotson, give me a perception check.
Oh god.
Causing trouble, I see.
That's another crit fail from
That's that one.
Swizz.
Oh god.
I used up all my good luck earlier on the rolls that didn't matter.
Yes. And 11. Okay.
Look, the glasses are on the club. Are on the prop. It doesn't help him to see clearer.
You can...
Swizz is too busy still
You
nibbling at their cardboard.
The shadow falls over the fair, and you guys only recognize that something has gone terribly wrong when screaming and the crashing of tables starts to reach your ears. And as you turn to see what exactly is going on, a tsunami of llamas sweeps through your area. Amber, you were expecting some form of distraction, so I think you get advantage. But everyone make me a dexterity save.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I forgot the beginning half of that.
I think that nat 1 was mine. Let me just
Yeah.
roll again.
No, because you can make it out. I had the +2, so that's an 18 from Swizz though.
Okay,
That's a
Nathan.
19.
Okay, let me.
Yep, you got advantage. All right, and Dotson, a 13. Okay, an 18, a 19, and a 13. Yeah, you all managed to jump onto a table as the tsunami sweeps through. The tables are all pushed wildly in various directions as the llamas continue to rampage. They're acting in a somewhat liquid manner. This is like being on top of a flood, but they're llamas.
I just asked someone to. Are you sure this was part of the job?
The security monitors have also been swept up in this flood. There are shrieks of distressed query. What is going on? What is going on? There are screams of scientists, shouts of outrage as their inventions get smashed under hooves. My cabbages!
Oh god, what evil invention were the cabbages involved in?
There may or may not be mutant cabbages rolling around.
Oh god.
The llamas think they're delicious. You are now safely on top of the table, but you now have a massive environmental hazard to deal with if you want to get your job done. Go ahead and give me another perception check. $16.
That's
Always good to kind of like get everyone rolling around the same numbers so you only have to do one explanation.
And a 6. Okay, Dotson.
Yeah.
You're
Actually, the glasses are real glasses, and he just see weird from the he can see correctly.
he sees nothing. Okay. Amber and Swiss. You're in slightly different sections of the fair, but you do both spot, as it floats by on a cushion, a rather large egg. It's about half the size of Scala, so it's a pretty large egg, and it has a metallic sheen to its shell. But it is placed on top of a cushion, and there is a mouse lounging on the cushion next to it, sipping a drink out of a coconut shell with a little umbrella in it. He seems completely unbothered by the chaos. The egg is now floating around the fairground. There's a little sign attached to it that says egg-shaped trophy.
Oh dear.
Does Amber recognize that mouse?
He's no longer wearing a disguise. Yes, this was one of the mice who put on the first Mad Science competition. That would be Mr. Inky.
All right. If Amber casts enlarge on herself, would that make it like a little easier to make it through the llama tsunami?
If you cast enlarge on yourself, yes, I would allow you to make a Constitution save to not be shoved around by the llamas. And you would only get that check because you're large enough to push back against them.
Alright, neat. So she kind of zeroes in on the mouse and casts enlarge on herself before jumping off the table to make her way towards it. She is now a 9'12", very angry fire child. And that would be a con save, right?
It would.
Alright.
While this is going on, as Swiz is actually Frankenaley, can Swiz cast Speak with Animals and kind of lean over to the nearest llama and go, excuse me, sir, I don't suppose you could help me get over there, please? There's something I really, really need to grab, please, if you could, if it's not too much trouble. Deal with Amber first if you want.
Okay, with a 12, that is not going to do it. You get knocked over by the llamas.
Oh no.
Take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
You know what? That's not too bad considering her health.
Sorry, you got stampeded.
Okay. You got stampeded. You are asking the llama for its assistance. The
Very
llama
nicely.
narrows its glowing red eyes at you and spits.
Oh!
And it
Oh,
says,
the evil.
"Why should I?"
I have these rations you might like, and like quickly pulls out some snacks and everything out of their pocket.
You do also
Roll
have
animal
these-
roll animal handling.
Oh yeah, because I'm absolutely astounding at that with my brilliant +1.
With advantage because you're offering food.
Okay, thank fuck. To be fair, 16 wasn't bad.
No, it's not.
Let's go with the 16.
Okay. Yeah, the 16 will do it. The llama noses your hand that's offering the food for bit, and then it chomps up the rations and chews furiously. All right, fine. Let's make this quick.
Thank you. I'm very, very grateful, and climbs aboard the llama. Swizz has a llama
Okay.
now.
Switz has a llama now. Dotson, what are you doing?
Okay, we need to go towards the trophy, and we're in the middle of a Jama tsunami. Remember how many cookies they have left? I ate the eagle one.
You did.
Which kind of cookies I have left? I knew there were several other animals.
Yep. Okay. So you have left a bear-shaped cookie, a bull-shaped cookie, a cat-shaped cookie, a fox-shaped cookie, an owl-shaped cookie, a llama-shaped cookie, and a heart cookie.
There's a llama chip?
Llama.
There is a llama-shaped
llama.
cookie.
I think I'm gonna regret this, but let's see what happened. I ate it.
You eat the llama-shaped cookie. Let me see.
It seems oddly specific,
I
so
don't-
the aspect or something that needs to happen.
I think that's a Constitution save. Hang on, let me check really quick.
I wasn't even going to check the please no Constitution save. I knew there was going to be a Constitution save.
Consider though, it's gonna absolutely be worth it, no matter which way this goes.
It will. Oh, okay. It's not a Constitution save. It's a Wisdom save.
Oh my god, it's a wisdom save?
It is a Wisdom save.
Alright, I'm not so bad at wisdom.
That's not going to do it.
Oh no.
Oof.
Dotson, you are now a llama.
Oh no.
Join the
You have
stampede.
been polymorphed into a llama. Hang
Alright.
on.
Be one with
There-
the stampede.
Be fun with the stampede. Where are
Okay.
the stats for this? Okay. You are now a llama. You count as a size medium creature, and you can be used as a mount if you succeed a strength check. Your stats stay the same as your hit points, but your only attacks are hooves, spit, or fleas. And I'll give you the details for that if you ever decide to use those stats. You have disadvantage on any hand-based dexterity rolls due to not having hands at the moment.
Look, can I use flurry of blows with the hoops?
You can if you want to. Right now, you are a llama. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I cross the llama tsunami now? Can I attempt to cross it?
Yes. Yes, you are now the same size and shape of the things running around, and it's easier to slip between them. Give me a dexterity roll with advantage.
It's a roll, right? Not a save.
Yep, just a roll.
I gotta say, this is great teamwork, guys. We're really working great as a group.
Trying to.
Very nice. That's a dirty 20. You are
Dirty
one with the
20.
stampede, my man.
Hell yeah.
You are you are slipping between llamas like it is nothing. You can go anywhere. You're good.
Okay. Do I look like the rest of the llamas, or do I have like something that make him stand out?
You're a red llama with black spots.
Nice. I was about to say that.
Okay. So we have Swiss riding a llama. Dotson is a llama. Amber is now giant size, but she has been knocked over.
No, the consequences of my actions.
The consequences of your actions. You can get up again. But it will slow you down a bit. The egg
alright,
is rapidly drifting away from you.
The mouse is like sitting beside the egg, right?
Yep, the mouse is unbothered by all of this chaos. He is sipping a drink out of a coconut shell with an umbrella in it, and he seems to be reading the egg a picture book.
How far away is he? Like the cushion itself.
I say it's 30 feet away and drifting away from you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, how much does the cushion itself weigh? And, yeah, okay, just how much does the cushion weigh right now?
It's a pretty decent sized cushion. I want to say it's less than 5 pounds. I mean, it's a cushion.
Okay, sweet. So Amber gets to her feet and trying to avoid getting swept up again, she casts catapult on the cushion and throws it towards her.
Okay, read me the details for that spell.
All right. Choosing one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within a range that isn't being worn or carried. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
If you crack the egg doing this...
Okay, so you're
Oh.
catapulting the cushion at yourself. Does this spell send it 90 feet, or does it say up to 90 feet? Do you choose how far it goes?
Up to 90 feet. So she's going to try and dodge the egg, but while the cushion's flying by, she wants to try and grab the mouse instead.
Okay. Make a... I'm going to grab the mouse. Make a dexterity roll. Well, first make a dexterity save to avoid this, to
That's
dodge
the-
it.
I guess that's the save, and this
Oh, no.
would... Oh god.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
No, not the consequences of my actions again.
Okay.
Ooh.
Literal egg on
All
your
right.
face soon enough.
Here's what happens. You cast the spell, and the cushion begins to shoot towards you. And just before it's in reach, just before you can grab it, as you reach out to snag the mouse, a llama pops its head up. And the
Gotcha.
cushion and the mouse and the egg go flying upwards and out of your reach.
God.
The mouse is now shrieking. They are flying, and he is hugging the egg as tightly as possible as they go spinning off in, let's see. They go spinning off in a southerly direction towards the gigantic double doors. The egg is airborne. What would everybody like to do?
Oh god. Frantically looking through my spells.
I don't have Featherfall. Uh-oh.
Can I try to catch the egg?
You may try to catch the egg. You may make me an acrobatics roll or an athletics roll.
Acrobatics, I guess. Yeah, acrobatics. With that mouth, he's gonna try to catch the egg. Oh my god.
A 12.
Wait, one sec. I can use one of my grand total of 3 spell slots to cast Bless. And you can add a d4 to that if you want.
Okay.
Or
Let me
technically
add.
it's attack roll or saving throw, actually.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Teamwork, yes.
Yeah, cheering me up.
A little bit
Plus
to the
3, that's
left!
a 15. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna say 15 is just enough. You bounce off of the head of another llama, and then off of some debris, and you intercept this egg, catching the cushion in your teeth as you come back down. The mouse kisses you on the forehead. Mwah!
Nice.
Nice catch. I thought we were done for there.
He has that on his mouth, so he's talking in muffled sentences.
All right, you have the egg. There's still a llama tsunami going on. Would you like to try and regroup?
I guess yeah. Like Swizz is gonna head over to where Dotson is. I think does Swizz will have asked their llama what their name is. If the llama has a name.
Does llama have a name?
You can always say no and be really mean to me and make Swizz come up with a name.
The llama says he has a name, but he's not telling it to you, so you have to come up with something.
Mr. Llama? Miss Llama. Oh, I don't know. What? Oh, no, you just said you didn't want to. Oh, no. Llama, I think is just going to be the easiest, if that's okay, if you're alright with that.
Well, I guess if you want to be unoriginal, fine. You call me Llama, I'm going to call you Toon.
I mean, it's not inaccurate. Okay. Yeah, I guess. All right, I'm Toon. I guess. Yes. So, Toon and their llama.
Be bullied by a llama. Okay.
Look, they're very small and easy to bully. It's okay. But yeah, regrouping.
Is Amber able, like, does she need to make another con save to storm up
yes.
to the mouse? Alright.
Yes.
Please not other than that one.
Oh, much better. That's a 26. Okay, you wade through the llamas and the debris and the various scientists who are by now climbing up onto tables. You get over to Dotson and Swizz without too much trouble. Dotson still has the cushion with the egg and the mouse on it. The mouse waves at you carefully.
The mouse just sort of hears a horribly angry "you" before Amber tries to grab him like a little squeaky toy.
The mouse points at himself in surprise. Me? He's going to try to evade that grabbing. I guess that would be like a grapple. Make me an athletics check.
Athletics. I have advantage. Wait. Does both strength apply to skill checks?
Yes, it does.
Oh, sweet. 15. Okay, 15.
Okay. And this is an opposed check, so he's gonna... Yeah, it would be an athletic check. 20. Oh, he does not have good strength. Okay.
I mean, he is a mouse.
He is a mouse. Yeah, you grab him. There's a comical squeaky noise. Ugh. Hello.
What did you do with my cannon? I know you have got to have something to do with it.
Well, I don't have a cannon.
Do you really want to lie to me right now when I am holding you by your neck?
Make me an insight check.
Oh boy. He kind of just assumes everyone's lying regardless, to be honest.
Okay. On a 15, here's what you can tell about this mouse. This is a mouse of very little brain. He has cheerfully declared that he has no cannon because he has no cannon. That does not mean he may not know where it is. It just means that at the moment he is not recalling any sort of cannon. He kind of gestures at the egg. He says, Zaine said to what's the egg? He said the egg-shaped trophy should not be approached by any contestants until after the competition is over. And Scholar said that eggs need enrichment. So I brought my favorites. and he gestures to the cushion, and you see there is a giant stack of picture books on this cushion next to
Yes!
you.
That's so cute.
He says, I don't know about any cannons. That's Zaine sort of thing.
Okay.
Oh, do you mean Zaine's taking over the world device thing?
Okay. She is going to grab the picture book
Oh no.
in her other hand. If you don't bring me to this Zaine fella, I'm going to eat this right in front of you.
Ah! Well, that's not very nice. Let's see. Zaine. He kind of stands as tall as he can in your grip and starts looking around the fairground. Where is Zaine? I'm gonna have him do a perception check.
Oh no.
It's a mess out there. There are llamas everywhere. There's still people screaming. He shrugs. He's around here somewhere.
Well, we're not even here for any, not any big guns or any cannons or anything like that. We're just here for the egg. Can we take it?
Inky gasps. You want to steal a baby?
No, we're taking it back to its mum, or the person that our mum asked to look after it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Will the Yaman not?
He gives you a narrow-eyed look, like this is very suspicious.
I swear by paper. I'm telling the truth here. We're just making sure the baby is going to be safe because we don't want it getting trampled on. And gestures towards the the dregs of the stampede going on.
I think it should stay here until Scala gets back.
But Scala asked us to get it for him.
Oh, Scala sent you. Why didn't you say so? Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. That's a 15?
Yeah, that'll do it. Inky is pretty easy. He says, well, I guess if Scala wants it, that's fine.
Okay, Swizz takes the egg then.
Okay. His attention is now on Amber, who still has his picture book. I don't know where Zaine is at the moment.
All right, then where do you
should really
think
put
he
my
is?
picture book down.
I don't think I will.
Inky's going to bite you.
Oh, ouch. All right, do I need to roll anything to see if I keep holding? Oh. A 10.
Okay. So your AC is an 11, so
13.
yeah, the bite does nothing. You're wearing leather gloves, and it doesn't get through the leather. He scowls
Amber
at you.
just...
Well, he was supposed to be going around and judging stuff and grabbing the good inventions, so I don't know. He's out there somewhere, and he gestures to the llama-infested fairgrounds.
All right.
Make me a perception check if you'd like.
Okay. Let's see, -2. That's a 7. Lovely.
All of us,
That's
maybe?
a 7. Yeah, all of you do so.
The 9 was Swizz.
Okay.
That was astounding. None of us rolled above a 10 there. That's great.
Too many llamas.
Too many llamas.
Too many llamas.
Oh,
Was that the llama looking?
That was not.
Damn it.
That was a shot firing past Amber's ear.
Ah.
Not hit you, because this is an untested vehicle, and so all of his shots for the first couple of rounds at least are going to be at a disadvantage. So the shot goes wild. It flies over your shoulder and hits. Hang on. I gotta figure out what this does first. That's a 5. A zap of electricity fires over your shoulders and hits one of the scientists standing away behind you. You see his skeleton for a second as he is electrocuted and falls over. You all turn to see where the shot came from. And sitting on a table, floating amidst this llama tsunami, is what looks like it was originally a toy car. It's been tricked out. It has giant wheels, a spiky sort of body, and there is a 5-foot cannon anchored to the top of it. Amber, you recognize this cannon. This is your Eldritch cannon, but it has also been tricked out. It looks like it has had several things grafted onto it, so it no longer does what it did when you originally created it. And sitting in the driver's seat is a mouse with a large head, and he is scowling at the lot of you.
Oh
is
dear.
the car made out of metal?
Oh god.
Okay, it is 1:30, so I'm gonna call a 5-minute break.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then we will get into this when we get back.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Time to plot.
5-minute break. Alright, so who all is back from break?
Good to go when everyone else is.
Yep, same here.
Just Kampu then we're waiting on.
I think so. Hello.
I think Kampu's back.
Okay. So how'd you all think this is going so far?
This is good. This is a complete disaster, but a disaster that was expected.
Yeah. There was no way this wasn't going to turn out what this. There was no way there wasn't going to be this much property damage after all.
Like, at least it wasn't entirely our fault. It was mostly the llama's fault.
It was mostly the llama's fault.
Swizz just
Technically,
won't say that to the llama.
If anyone asks, Amber is blaming the llamas. That totally happened by accident.
Perfect.
Okay. So, Swiss has the egg. Amber has Inky, and Zaine has made an appearance. He's apparently not happy about either of those two things. Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Oh god, and Swizz took their armor off in order to hide as like scientist. Oh fuck.
Oh no.
21. Wait a second. Wrong channel.
That 20 from Swizz, what the fuck is this? I did
Very nice.
I'm definitely rolling, yes, I put the D in there. Why have I gotten 3 nat 20s and 2 nat 1s? What the fuck?
Duality of Swizz.
Yeah. Maybe I should change them from like a cleric of paper to a cleric of one of the luck gods.
Okay, and what did you say Amber's roll was?
21.
Okay, so that's Swiss, Amber, Zaine, and Dotson. Inky's gonna stay out of this.
Probably for the best.
Okay, Swiss, you are being shot at. What would you like to do? It is your turn.
I'm going to I think Swizz is just going to go, oh no, especially as they're currently holding the egg, they're going to try and convince the llama to just turn around and gallop in the opposite direction, if that is at all possible.
Yeah, that's not going to take any convincing. There's lightning being shot around. The llama turns around and starts moving.
Yeah.
In the opposite.
I think from once they're kind of like at a distance, like looking around, they're gonna pull their like bow back out and shoot an arrow at the machine that Zaine is driving, which is a d20 plus 5. That's a 16. Does that hit?
16. That is a miss.
Ooh. So high
Whoa.
armor class then.
Oh.
Like
Yes.
but yeah, Swizz, the arrow goes a little bit high. Swizz was overcompensating a bit too much for the distance, and also trying to shoot an arrow while riding on a llama is difficult.
It is very bouncy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, any bonus actions?
I don't think I've got anything, so I think, yeah, go on to next.
Okay, Amber, you're up.
Alright. On my last question, is the car made out of metal?
Is the car made out of metal? The car body is made out of metal. The inside of it does seem to be upholstered with some sort of material and is not metal.
Is it small enough that theoretically, if the mouse stayed inside while the car was, affected by heat metal, it would still hurt him?
No, but I will say if the spell goes on more than 4 rounds, the car will over and stop working.
All right. She loses concentration on her enlargement spell and casts heat metal on the car before taking out, trying to take out a big rusty metal pipe from her hammer space. So let me just get up heat metal stuff real quick. I'll just throw it in here. And then roll for hammer space, because that's her quarterstaff. Alright. So she uses her movement to approach the car.
Okay, so you have let your enlarged person lapse.
Yep.
What are you standing on? Because there is still a llama tsunami going on.
Oh dear.
Are you going to get stampeded again?
Make me, in order to approach this car, make me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to have to bounce off of the heads of llamas to do this.
14.
With a 14, I will say you are stable, standing on top of the llamas. You are not quite able to approach.
Alright, fair enough.
You'll have to make another check next turn if you want to get into melee range.
Alright, that should be the end of her turn then.
Okay. I think it is now Zane's go. Yep, it is now Zane's turn. He scowls at you from inside his doomsday device. He clicks a button on his dashboard, and his amplified voice says, "Return Inky to me this instant, and I will not destroy you."
Oh yeah, she's still holding him.
She is.
Hand over my cannon first, and maybe we'll see. If you don't, then I have a pipe, and I'm not afraid to smash his head in with it.
Ooh.
She's a violent child.
Yeah. Jane says, "And what guarantee do I have that you're not going to do that anyway?"
I mean, are you really in a position to negotiate when I do have him? Like, either you hand it over, or he's getting the pipe. I guess you'll just have to see.
What to do here? I think he's gonna take a couple more pot shots at you.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. But he's at disadvantage for this round. So he's going to miss. And now it's a d6. 3. So his shot hits the llama under you. And the llama is reduced to about 3 inches tall. Make a dex save.
Oh no. 15.
15. Yep, that's going to do it. You managed to jump to another llama. You do not fall over. Dotson, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time to test this hooves up. I'm just gonna get closer to the vehicle and smash it. Like for some reason now the llama stands in his hind legs and stands kicking the vehicle. Oh my god. Do you have the hooves attack?
Yep, hooves are +5 to hit with a 5-foot range.
Okay. How many attacks per round, or I use my attack modifiers?
Let's see. Let me find your sheet. Okay, so you get 2 attacks per round usually. And then I want to say if you spend key points, you can do more.
I have like 2 attacks. By martial arts, I get an extra unarmed strike. And I can use flurry of blows to make another 2 unarmed strikes. So that will be like 5 attacks.
And I mean, stomping someone with your hooves is unarmed, so.
Yep,
Sorry.
I think that's 4 attacks. No,
Okay.
you 5.
Well, there's 1. There's 2, 3, 4.
Okay, one of those attacks is gonna hit the car.
Being a llama is blow. Oh my god. Okay. Do I have the damage of the hooves?
Hooves. Just looking at it. Where is it? 2d4 plus 2d4 plus 3.
Oh, it's higher than my average damage. Oh my god. He might stay a llama.
Okay, you do 9 damage to the car.
The llama crashes through them, just stands in his legs and starts kicking the car. Now, Paul, we stay with the only 1 hit, of course. And that's it.
Okay, top of the round, it is Swiss's turn.
Alright, Swizz is, I think, they can't really do much from this distance. They have definitely not made any attempt to stop the llama from continuing to run away. If anything, they've mostly just kind of go, okay, can steer towards maybe the edge of the showroom or whatever. But they're just gonna, knock another arrow into their bow and take another shot. And fingers fucking crossed, this one hits. Does Does a 21 hit?
That hits. That absolutely hits.
And I do have a quick question. Dotson, you're still within 5 feet of Zaine, right?
He's a melee, so yes.
Cool. In that case, I get an extra d6 of damage? Yes. Mwahaha, sneak
Nice.
attack. 8 plus d6 plus 2. So that's 12 damage.
Okay.
Arrow just kind of comes flying out of nowhere and twing, sticks into the thing.
Hang on. Minus 12. Okay, this car is beginning to look rather dented. It's begun to smoke a little bit.
Oh.
Amber, your turn.
Alright, she is going to stick Inky into her hammer space for the time being.
No. Inky is a person, so I'm gonna say he's gonna try and resist being stuffed into Hammer's space. Make a strength save.
Strength save. Alright. Oh.
You also have full strength at the moment.
Oh, right. That's not even better.
That is still not going to do it. Okay, you attempt to shove Inky into Hammer space. I'm going to say Inky gets loose and dives into the llamas.
Oh no.
Well, there goes her leverage.
There goes your leverage.
Alright, seeing as that failed, she's turning her attention back to Zaine and fires off a firebolt before using her movement to try and get closer. Which will be a +6. 17 for the firebolt.
That's just shy of the AC.
Dang.
Okay. I'm going to say, if you would like, this can hit, but have consequences, or it can miss. Your choice.
Consequences.
Unspecified ones, and you don't get to find out until after you've picked.
You know what? Sure, why not? She's already handled enough consequences today. What's one more to the pile?
Okay. Roll damage.
Alright. 1d10. That's a 4. Wait,
4 damage.
Firebolt does more. Hold on a second. Firebolt does scale damage, right? Yep. It's another d10.
Okay, roll it.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. So the firebolt streaks towards the car, slams into the cannon, and then it bounces. It does damage to the cannon, but it bounces off into the sea of llamas, and you don't see where it goes. Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to take?
Nope. Don't think I've got any.
Okay. It is now... I think it's Zaine's turn. Did I write it down? Yes, it is. Okay. He cackles, hits a button on the dashboard, and some weird music begins to play. At first it is a weird, slow sort of waltz. Slow dance, dancing so slow. And he goes, Inky, what did I tell you about touching my settings? And from somewhere in the Sea of Llamas, there's a Narf. And then he hits the button again, and it starts some weird remix of She Blinded Me with Science. You don't know if that's the song he intended to put on, but he seems resigned to it. With this music now playing, he is going to fire at you again. Well.
Ouch.
Okay. Let's see. Who is he firing at? I'm going to say it's Amber, because you have been the most threatening thus far.
Fair.
So 5. That is the
What is
electricity ray again. Make a dex save.
Alright. Dex save. That's a 4.
That is not
As a
going to do it.
reaction. As a reaction, could she also cast Absorb Elements?
You may. Which I think means you're going to take half damage, is that right?
Yep. She has resistance till the start of her next turn.
Okay. Half of 9. You're going to take 4 damage.
Alright.
Don't you round up for damage?
Do we?
I mean,
no
you're
idea.
DM, your rules here, but...
You're probably right. Take 5 damage.
Yeah, still not too bad.
Still not too bad. Okay. Dotson, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do what he's the best and keep kicking.
Get him. You're gonna do another
So
5 attack?
I'm not gonna use the key point right now.
Okay.
So if like the soul punches doesn't work for now, I might change the strategy. But for now, let's.
That'll hit. That'll hit. That will not hit.
You know what? Yeah, let's use the key point.
Okay. That will not hit. That does not.
Oof.
Okay, so 2 of the attacks hit.
17 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Armor
Oh,
class
He is
18.
18.
so 44 plus 3. 12 damage.
12 damage. Minus 12. Ooh, this thing has begun to smoke severely. Bits and pieces have started to fall off of it.
Oh,
All right.
I don't wait. I don't like how that goes, and I have the drunken technique. So when I use the flurry of blows, I can disengage too.
Okay.
And yeah, and disengage, and I have 20 feet of speed. So I don't know if my speed change will in Yama, but by class I have 40 50 plus the 10 of the drunken technique. So yeah, he runs away 50 feet. So if that thing explodes, it's not in his face.
This is a good idea. This is an excellent idea.
Good choice.
Yeah, 50 feet away. See ya.
All right. It is the top of the round. It is
Uh,
time for those consequences.
oh god.
Oh no.
So, when your firebolt bounced off into the Sea of Llamas, it hit a security monitor.
Oh no.
Oh
The
no.
monitor, after freaking out a bit over firebolts out from nowhere, decided to heck with this, pulled out a remote and hit a button. And when he hit a button, a floor panel dropped out from under the llamas. A whirlpool has begun to form. You are all now being sucked slowly, but inevitably towards the center of the room.
Oh no.
Where llamas are being dropped into the dungeon.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I am going to need... I'm going to need to have you all tell me how you would like to get away from this, and then I will decide which saves are appropriate. So it's you first.
Swizz was definitely the furthest away because it's just spent the past 2 turns riding on top of a llama that was fleeing all this going on.
True.
So, while is still, again, Swizz does not have much control of this llama because the llama is freaked out, especially with the whirlpool forming, I'm fairly sure.
Oh, yes.
I don't think Swizz can do anything other than keep urging the llama to keep running in the opposite direction and hope that they're far enough on the outside of things that they won't get sucked in too quickly.
Okay.
Is it a whirlpool of just llamas?
It is a whirlpool of llamas.
It's like Sharknado, but with llamas. Lamanado.
Okay, so you are urging the llama to keep running away.
We
I'm
gotta
gonna
hit
say
up
that.
Dodo Studios with this idea.
Can I just, it's like, if you don't fall in, I'll give you more rations. So it's like, more food, tempting the llama with more food, please.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm not atrocious at those. That's a 14?
Food's involved. Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. So my sorry, you go.
Yes. So you are further away than you were when you started from the whirlpool, and steadily making your way out of the rush of llamas. Next in the lineup is Amber.
I imagine she's probably going to be using the same strategy she's been using this whole time and just try and weather the storm.
Okay, I will remind you that you let your enlarged person lapse, so that is going to be a lot more difficult. Would you like to try a dexterity check or an acrobatics check instead? I mean, you do have advantage for strength rolls, so if you want to just try and weather it, that's fine. It's just going to be a little more difficult.
She'll probably just try and weather it.
Okay, give me a strength saving throw. At advantage because of full strength.
19.
Very nice. Okay. You set your feet and lean in the opposite direction and manage to shoulder a couple llamas out of the way as they run into you, and you are not moved. Let's see. Zaine is on top of the table. He's gonna... Haha. He revs his engine and drives off the edge of the table, jumping from llama to llama with this car, using their heads as ramps as he goes, away from where the whirlpool is sucking things in. Dotson, how would you like to avoid the whirlpool?
Run.
Run!
Yeah, I take dash and just run. I don't want
Just
to be part of the weapon.
Llama swimming against the tide.
Yep. Make me a strength saving throw.
Excuse me?
Strength saving throw, as you are working against the tide here. Very nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Nat
You
20,
guys
baby.
did really well. Nat 20. Okay. You dash. You are not slowed in the slightest. You are. What is your speed?
40 feet. With
Okay.
dash will be 80 feet.
Okay, you are 80 feet away. You are nearing the entrance. You are having no problem. Okay. We are at the top of initiative again. What would you like to do?
Tala, are you okay there?
That's just a special sound effect.
It's the sound of all the stampeding llamas.
Wait. Is something wrong with the... Oh no, is it... Am I in cereal box again?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, but there was like a lot of background noise, like you were standing in some wind.
Yeah, that happened yesterday. Let me just bump my sensitivity a bit. Is this better?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more background noise. Oh, cool. Oh, good. But yeah, top of the order. I think what Swizz is gonna do is after seeing a lot of hits try to be made by Dotson and just not many of them landing, Swizz is kind of just gonna go, oh, okay, all right. I do have one thing that should be able to help out with this, and is going to burn another spell slot on Magic Missile.
Magic missile.
I don't need to roll to hit those. They just fucking hit.
Do not. Roll damage.
Alright, that's 3d4 plus 3. Whoa. That's well, with a 13, that's the sound of the magic missiles hitting.
Okay. Yeah, you've got more background noise there, Tala.
Tala, do you maybe want to mute until your turn? Or... Okay. Okay.
Okay. Alright, 13 damage. The magic missiles connect mid-jump. And the car explodes.
Yes. Oh, really? Oh dear. Is he okay?
Okay. It explodes, and you have a glimpse of Zaine, his face blackened, but otherwise unharmed, before he goes down into llamas. Amber, your cannon seems mostly undamaged, but it is rapidly sinking in llamas at the moment.
Alright,
it's Amber's turn.
Yeah, she... Now that her cannon is not firing at her anymore, she could not care less about what happens to Zaine. So she tries to wade through the tsunami of llamas to grab her cannon instead. Is it back under her control, or, like...
Yeah, I'll say it's back under her control.
Alright, she's going to use her bonus action to try and command it to head in her direction. Which probably doesn't do too much. Let me just find its speed real quick. Alright, it can move up to 15 feet in any direction.
Okay. So yeah, you see like an area of llamas that's disturbed as it walks along towards you, but it only gets about halfway there before it's out of oomph.
Alright. Let me just see something real quick. I could catapult it again. As long as she can get it back to her, she doesn't care how she does it. So she is casting a catapult on her cannon and bringing it towards her.
Oh boy.
Oh, not again.
Okay, make a dexterity save to not have it run into you.
I mean, if it flies past her, what, like,
Okay, well, what kind of flight path do you want this thing to take? Precisely. Do you want it to come straight at you, or are you trying to aim a bit to the side of you?
Just a straight line. You know what? She'll purposefully fail her dex save as long as she can get the cannon.
Ouch. Okay, so that's what damage does that do?
Let's see. 3d8. Let me just roll that real.
How much health do you have left?
Let me check. 35.
Okay, cool. So even if this hits max damage, you're good.
That's 15.
15. Okay. So does that damage go entirely to the target, or does it damage the cannon as well?
I assume it only affects the target, but I guess it's a case-by-case thing.
It's a metal cannon. It's probably fine. Running into you isn't gonna cause it too much problems. Okay, the cannon slams into you, but you now have your cannon.
She just hugs it tightly and apologizes for firing at it with a firebolt. And that should be about the end of her turn.
Yep. Zaine is... Or actually, Zane's down. We can go out of initiative if you'd like.
Is the whirlpool keep going?
The whirlpool does keep going.
Okay.
What would you guys do? You're standing steady. You're not getting dragged inwards, but it is still there.
Should we escape, or there's a matching like causing the whirlpool, right?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What did you say?
There was a machine causing the whirlpool, right?
Yes. One of the security monitors hit the button to drop a floor panel out from under people.
Oh, yes.
This whirlpool is being caused by llamas dropping rapidly into the dungeon.
Okay, so I don't have any problem if we escape now. I think we should do it if we don't want to join the whirlpool.
When we meant to get the deeds, the pieces of paper, the deeds, were we meant to get them as well?
He did say that was optional. It would make his life easier, but it's not necessary.
I guess we're still paying to retrieve. I will guess getting paid if we go back now.
I do have actually a quick question. Where is Inky?
Inky dove into the llamas a while back.
Yeah, what's happened to him?
That is an excellent question. Let me make a roll or two. Where is his sheet? Nope.
He's just fucking gone.
He's gone.
Oh my god, he fucking dead.
He got sucked into the whirlpool at some point.
Rats.
Yeah, they both did. You catch a glimpse of two white mice in the middle of the whirlpool going down. Zane shakes a fist at you guys. First you! And they go down into the whirlpool. Alright, so you guys would like to escape?
She
Is that what
goes. Amber
Yeah.
goes back to her table first to grab her other stuff, like the alchemy jug and the mind sharpener.
Make a perception check.
I swear, if they got swept up, she's gonna be pissed.
That table is not where you left it. But a 16 is pretty good. You see what's left of your table sweeping towards the center of the whirlpool with your stuff on it. If you want to try and grab your stuff, make me a dexterity check.
That's a 12.
That's a 12.
Oof.
Oof. You miss.
Oh no.
Your stuff is still floating in the tsunami, getting closer and closer to the center of the world.
Oh, and she only has one catapult left. Alright, let's see. Could she, like, cast catapult in a way that one... Actually,
Could we throw her a rope, maybe?
or that.
Because, like, both Dotson and Swizz are, like, on the edge of things. We're in a more or less safe place from the llama whirlpool. Would that
Okay, so
be
you
help?
wanna throw her a rope so she can anchor herself
Pretty much.
while she waits in to get her stuff? Is that
Yeah. Like, if you're okay with that, Dotson, if I don't know if you'll actually... Oh, this may have been a silly suggestion. But, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll allow it. See, arranged.
I'm going to specifically tie the rope to the end of an arrow and shoot for the ground near Amber.
Okay.
Critical fail! Fuck!
Critical fail.
Oh!
Oh,
Sorry!
no.
Amber, if I just shot you, I'm so sorry.
You did not hit Amber, you did hit a llama near Amber, and your own llama takes offense to this.
Oh. It was an accident. I'm so it was. I didn't mean to. I was profuse apologizing to my friend Llama, who may not be my friend anymore, and I'm very upset about that.
To say friend is a strong word. Make another animal handling check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a nat 20.
Hey!
What the fuck?
He takes pity on your profuse apologizing.
Like, Swizz is so sorry. Like, they try
gives-
so hard, but they're so sorry.
It gives an offended little sniff, but it does not buck you off of its back.
Okay, thank fuck.
Amber, there's now ropes nearby, tied to an arrow that hit a llama. The llama is not happy.
She could not care less about how the llama feels. So she takes the rope and the arrow,
Okay.
and with that, she just ties it around herself for going in to try and grab her stuff.
Your AC is 11, right?
13. That hits anyways.
Okay. Well, the llama is gonna kick you when you take the rope.
Ouch. That's fair. How much damage? Oh dear.
Ouch.
All right.
4 plus 3.
And
That's not right. It says the 10, but if I roll the...
It's a 4 plus a 3
7
plus a 3.
Okay, yeah, 10 damage. That's right. That is right.
And with that, she is going to try and grab her stuff again.
Okay. Don't have to worry about being swept away. Make a dexterity roll with advantage.
Oh god.
Roll higher. No!
That's unfortunate.
Okay. What to do here? You make a grab for your stuff, and it slips just out of your reach. The table has started to go down. I'm going to say you can grab your stuff if you let go of the rope.
Let me just... How wise is she going to be about this?
That's pretty good.
Okay, she accepts her losses. She can rebuild some of this stuff. So she casts Catapult on the alchemy jug and leaves the mind sharpener to its fate. I'll just roll damage real quick. 3d8. Oh, thank God.
Thank fuck. 3 ones.
That absolutely could have knocked her out.
That could have gone very badly. That's good. Okay.
And with a sad wave goodbye to the poor mind sharpener, she tugs on the rope and starts trying to return to the others.
Okay. I assume the others are helping by pulling on the rope as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you make it there, no problem. Alright, you stand at the edge of the pool of llamas as it is sucked down through the floor. And as you stand watching, eventually there are no llamas left. And what is left is a barren, clean laboratory with nothing in the middle of it. And the floor panel snaps shut. If you would like to leave, there is now nothing impeding you.
I feel like the emptiness is kind of making us want to, make her like, hey, emptiness does not want us to be here, so... Yeah, maybe time to... I don't really want to... I think we should leave.
Me too, but... Hey, do you know how much this, Jama effect will last?
Let's see. I think it's going to be wearing off shortly, within the next couple minutes.
Okay, if that's it, then well, let's go there.
Okay.
Yeah, Amber just limps along after them.
Right, one sec. I have one last spell slot left that I can use. So I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Amber, which is 1d8 plus 4.
Do you tell her before you do that?
No, I was just gonna kind of come and reach to pat you out on the shoulder as if kind of consoling you about after you lost one of the things, and then you get healed for 6 hit points at the same time.
She does. She's a bit caught off guard and does trying to hit you with her pipe.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, no.
That's a fucking crit.
Alright, let me just find quarter stab damage real quick.
Oh god. See, this is why Swizz is so perpetually uncertain about anything and everything. They were trying to do a nice thing and all they do is hurt people or get hurt themselves.
It's double damage die, right, for a crit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, she's just like this. But that would be funny.
Oh no. I mean, like, Swizz is still doing okay, but ow, that hurt. That was like, more than a quarter of their hit points.
I mean, you are level 5.
Yeah.
So if you would like to use the... where is it?
The Acme effect? Yeah.
Yes. If you'd like to use the Acme effect, you could do that.
That is true. I don't feel like this is a particularly funny moment, so...
It's fair enough.
It's fine. Swizz can take the damage.
Okay.
You kind of hear just a mumbled sorry when Amber realizes you were actually trying to help her, but that's about all.
You just kind of get a muffled squeak as Swizz is now basically hiding inside their robe/hat/robe clothes and stuff. They just kind of, you don't see anything anymore other than the very tip of their eye. Do they get to keep their llama, by the way?
Oh, you're riding the llama still.
I think by this point my speak with animals will have worn off, however Swizz will just keep feeding it rations.
Yeah, then you can keep it.
Hell yeah.
You can keep it as long as you're feeding it.
I'm adding +1 llama into my notes now then.
You exit the laboratory. In the distance, the sun is just starting to peek over the horizon. And there is a sound. A very loud sound. Like the sound a sheet makes when you flap it in the wind to get the dust off of it, multiplied by 1,000. Just an ear-splitting whomp, whomp, whomp.
No,
And as you look up to see what is making this noise, Scala comes running down the path towards you, looking upwards. And what lands in front of you is a dragon.
Ah.
She is massive. And her scales glitter slightly in the sun that is coming up. A metallic golden. And she is paying most of her attention to Scala. She says something cheerful to him in Draconic. I want to say Swizz speaks Draconic.
Do I? I probably do. I have so many pointless skills.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I do. I do actually speak Draconic.
I made a note of that. You speak Draconic. So the dragon that has landed says, "Oh, there you are, Scala. Did you have a quiet night? Did she behave?" The Scala is puffing and huffing for breath. He holds his arms out for the egg, Swizz.
Yeah, no, Swizz very quickly will hand it over.
He holds the egg up cheerfully. The dragon looks at Swizz, and then Amber, and then Dotson. And then she turns to look at Scala. There's a surprised look on her features. "You took my advice. I knew company would be good for you." And she sweeps him up in a hug. This dragon does not seem to know her own strength. And when she releases him from this hug, he has been flattened. He is a pancake. He wobbles in an annoyed sort of fashion, but holds up the egg anyways, and she carefully collects it. She pats Scala carefully on the head, looking apologetic. "I'm sorry, Scala. I keep forgetting. It was so nice to have a girls' night out. I'll be going now. Have fun with your friends." And she flies off.
Tiny little
Scala.
wave.
Scala wobbles towards a lot of you, but he does pull out his coin purse. You safely delivered the egg, and Meroth was none the wiser to any shenanigans that happened around the egg, so you all are going to be paid in full.
Ooh. Well, espectacular, that was really chaotic. Now I'm tired.
Let's see how to end this. A while later, we zoom in on the laboratory. Scala is bustling around the kitchen, making himself some tea and feeling very pleased with himself. We zoom in on a little spot of the kitchen's wall on a mouse hole. It has a little welcome mat outside of it. We zoom in further, and we come past the little living area to a bedroom with a nice little matchbox bed fit for 2 mice. Zaine is still soot blackened, but Inky seems cheerful. So, what are we going to do tonight, Brain? What are we going to do tonight, Zaine? And Zaine coughs a little. He says, same thing we do every night, Inky. Try to take over the world. The end.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks for playing, everybody. Say bye to the recording.
Bye.
Bye, Gordon.
Bye.